Welcome to this podcast.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
You should have gone to bed.
All right, welcome
We've got
all
to
my
rearrange because
listeners.
we've got a new person.
Yeah.
Say,
So for
Did you say
everybody that's just joining us
listeners?
the first time
Listeners?
this week, we have Ryan, and Ryan's going to be participating in a special segment we have planned this week. So, you know, Andy is going to be a part of this as well.
Yes.
Um,
You
But
lost
it's
a
not
bet. You lost a bet.
Yeah,
No,
he
see,
did. He lost the bet.
here's the best part about a bet. You have to make a bet to lose a bet.
Hold on one second. I guarantee there's no doubt in my mind, had I lost the bet, I would have been held to such bet, even though I didn't make the bet.
Oh, I guarantee it too. You're right, Ray.
I didn't even know about the bet.
I didn't either until my kids were like, "Hey, Dad, look at this," and I'm like, "Oh, that's what they took the picture for."
Yeah.
And then I saw the
yeah.
bet thing, and I was like, "Holy hell, Elizabeth, you better get there and say that your dad wears the shirt better."
Yeah. So I'll say this much. I can't say whether you would or would not have done it. I don't know that I held you to it, but I can say this much. I know I'm sure as hell not going to do it. So
Dude,
here's the
it's
thing.
on Facebook. It's official.
Yeah.
There you go. My bad, too. My bad.
So for those of you listening,
My bad.
what we are
Yeah, I got to do it.
leading to-
Came back
Yeah,
out
my
of it.
bad. If it was posted on Facebook, then forget about
Yeah,
it.
it's
I'm sorry.
Facebook official.
Facebook official.
So for
Is
what,
Ryan
who
nervous?
did-
Ryan,
so
do you
who
want to
did-
stay higher?
yeah,
again?
Ryan's nervous.
Well,
He's-
first of all, before we do that, I wanted to find out who did the demographic work to the 13 listeners and send out the survey saying that we needed a younger guy on the podcast because
But
I'm,
it's- So, Ryan, can we hear you?
I don't know.
yeah.
yeah,
now
that's
we can.
closer to your computer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Ryan is on this because, well, hey, there's no way I'm eating this shit. And two, Ryan was like, hey, if you guys are gonna do that, I'd like to try one. I've been talking about wanting to do this anyway. And I'm like, perfect. I've got a really good idea for you. So Ryan was willing to eat it on the podcast so that him and Andy, we can have a comparison. So now they have to like be tough, because if Andy just did it and said it was unbelievably hot, it would leave us wondering. Like at some point I've wondered, are pork brains that bad? I'm not willing to find out. But if Ryan was willing to find out, I'd be happy to have him
Please
eat pork
do
brains.
try the pork brains.
Oh,
Oh,
So the funny story, my aunt calls me up this past week after the podcast. She watches and listens to the podcast.
she's a listener?
Oh yeah, like my whole family listens. My uncle called me the other night. Like he calls me the other night at like 10 o'clock for the one reason. Hey, where's this podcast you're doing that your Aunt Laura was telling me about? I was like, oh, like, here, go over to shit or wolfpackracingusa.com, you know.
So
But
Ryan,
yeah.
you hear this? If you want to be a regular on the podcast, just get your family to listen to it, and then we can't let you go. Because if Ray leaves the podcast, we're just shit out of luck. We
That's
literally
right.
have no podcast. The only podcast listener we'd have at that point would be me and Madison.
You got to hedge your bet.
I listened to it last week.
You listened last week?
Yeah, during work, like last Monday or Tuesday, I did. Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Nice.
Well, we're getting him there.
So now you've been talking about this doing this thing and all these things, and you really hadn't announced the thing that we're doing. Are we ready to announce that, or are we
yeah,
still
no,
ready?
no,
to
we
talk?
haven't announced it yet.
Yeah.
So for everybody listening tonight, we are going to be doing the one chip challenge by Paqui. These are super tortilla chips. They are laced with Carolina Reapers and Scorpions. So, I mean, we're going to go through the whole process of opening the box because the packaging behind this one single tortilla chip is pretty outstanding.
Let's see, and we don't have this. I've never seen or heard of this.
Oh, you have
I can
it?
mail you one.
Yeah, I've got an extra one, Ray. You can do it next week.
You should have just met it. I would have done it.
So
Oh, now you wanna do it.
Let's go through.
Oh, I'll
the
do that. I
packaging
don't-
here. As we get into this segment, we'll go through the packaging. So
Let's just
it
start
says-
there.
This to destroy you.
It says what to expect. Round 1, a spicy punch. Round 2, scorpion sting. Round 3, vision disruption. Round 4, gut slash. and round 5, you are just roasted. Now,
Where are you
comes
reading
with
this
warnings. What's that?
Where are you reading that? My box doesn't say that.
On the inside of the box. You got to open the
Oh,
box.
Oh, you're opening it up. You said you were going to open everything. I thought, okay. So this isn't like the reveal thing they do on those stupid ass baseball card things you made me watch once where they show it opening.
No.
Got it.
But
Brian doesn't look
inside,
very amused.
if you actually do it,
Oh,
they
yes.
give you a banner.
Well, technically, they already gave us the banner. I'm putting that shit up in my office.
No, you're not. We won't let you. If you push out of this challenge, you cannot do it.
Where's the if? Here's my box, still sealed. Anybody who wants it, dial 1-800, you're dumber than me, and someone there will help you out.
So it says, okay, so here's the rules. Eat the entire chip. Wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything. Post your reaction on social media with hashtag #OneChipChallenge and mention @Paqui Chips. You know, it has 25 calories, 1 gram of fat, no cholesterol, lots of sodium, and 4 grams of carbs. Now, here's the warning on the back of the box. Do not eat if you're sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshade, or capsaicin, or are pregnant or have any medical conditions. Keep out of the reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and water. Do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Seek medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea.
Oh.
So if anybody's got to go pee-pee, now's the time to do it.
That's some good pee-pee. You don't have to get in a bind and have to pee-pee real quick.
After eating the chip or touching the chip. Now, fortunately, I've got rubber gloves, and I'm going to put these on to handle my chip.
You're going to eat it with a paper towel?
Yeah, I don't have gloves.
We have more rubber gloves in the office, don't we?
Here's the.
Well, there
chip.
goes Madison. There goes our editor.
Yeah. So for the listeners, you just saw Madison walk by, so you got to check out the YouTube channel on this one. Especially last week, eating the pork brains. You know, for people that downloaded the podcast, there was like long extended segments of nothing but people laughing, and so full appreciation of what actually went down last week.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go check out the YouTube video because it was.
Ryan's gloving up now.
You know, honestly, I was sick for like 2 days after eating. I thought I had like some sort of an intestinal worm or something from eating that nasty.
Watching Ryan get up and walk away is the reason I can't eat this chip. I have to lose weight so that I can be back in shape and I can wear white T-shirts and like not be embarrassed by my gut. It's quite frustrating. And the problem is he's actually older than I ever thought he was, and that makes me even more mad. Like I kept saying, eventually you'll turn 30, and he's like, yeah, that's like less than a year away. And I'm like, well, fucking see how you're doing at 38 then. Right?
See, the problem is, Andy, when at his age we were doing shit to destroy our bodies. He's doing shit to make his body better.
Yeah. He's going to the gym, and we're lifting Tito handles.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
So
all right.
Inside the coffin-shaped box is a single chip, and
he looks excited by the smell.
Dude, so like your taste buds are 99% smell. You never smell something before you just throw it down.
Trust me on that.
These chips are healthy, very healthy coating of stuff on these, by the way.
All right.
Well, let's see it.
Hold up.
Show the camera.
Ryan.
I would not touch anything with your.
Oh God!
Oh, it looks like chocolate. Make sure you don't touch it with your left hand there.
Yeah.
Or your right hand, and then wipe your eyes. If you get
a pair of blue.
Listen. Hold on. Before we go any further, since this is taking place in the office, I would like everyone to know that the offices of Wikes Media are now closed. This is not part of our workman's comp bullshit. You guys are doing this by choice and do not hold Wikes Media responsible at all. Like, eat the chip if you wish, but we're not responsible.
I would love to be the insurance adjuster that got that claim.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Employee of Wikes Media burns mouth and anal area.
Molnick's just put his gloves on. Now he's going to try to open this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's an easy open pack.
Easy open pack.
Ryan, let's see that again.
I'm opening that up.
Where'd Madison go? The only direction she can go from where she's at is towards my office.
She's to my
Ray,
left.
can you
that
bring
way.
one of
That's
them
good.
full size?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me get Ryan full size. Hold on.
Oh,
one
she
second.
must be filming another angle.
Yeah.
That's you full size.
I got it. Give me
There
a sec.
it is.
There we go.
Hold that dry turd up there so we can see it. And then we'll look at Andy's. Looks like beef jerky.
It does look like beef jerky. It doesn't. It looks hot.
Let's.
How do you
So
tag?
it kind of has. It does have a dark, like burnt beef jerky
Yeah.
look to it.
It does.
Okay, before they eat this, I want everyone to know this is what my chip looks like. Still inside the box. All right. Do you need? Nope. Don't. All right, let's bring them up so we can see them both. I wish.
No, before we eat them, though, remember there's the time limit thing where it's like a minute is something, 10 minutes is something on the packaging. So we'll see how.
Oh yeah, Andy.
What's the
Cover
packaging
that
say?
quick.
What's it say? Yeah.
Meteor Ray, keep track
It
of the
says,
time.
hold on. It says,
Is that in the brochure?
yeah, it's on the
Oh,
back.
there's a brochure.
It says on the live, Ray. We can
Oh
blame it
yeah,
on that.
here we go.
Read that out.
Well, yeah, but
So it says, how long can you last before getting owned? So 5 minutes or less, you're powerless. 30 minutes, and this is not, you can't eat or drink anything apparently to get these badges. 30 minutes, supercharged. 10 minutes, powerful. 1 hour, you are invincible. So
Okay.
there's time limits. If you can go for an hour, I guess you're like the man. Oh man!
All right, so I'm ready with the time. I'll write the time.
Definitely pungent. Yeah.
Is our internet getting bad?
No, we're good.
no, we're good.
Okay.
All right, here we go in 3, 2. Well, and I'll try to describe the sensations to our audio listeners, but here
We need
go.
Ryan to talk too. Me and Ray will
3,
just laugh.
2, 1.
All right. So Andy takes a bite in. Looks like Ryan goes full all the way.
Ryan, did you eat the whole thing in one bite?
Yeah. All right. We got a one bite.
Mulnix,
Andy,
where's
did you?
yours? How much
Mulnix,
did you spit out?
Whoa!
did you eat the whole thing, Mulnix, or you just took a bite?
I took a bite.
Well, you got
Oh, you
it's
gotta
it's
eat
the
the
one
whole
chip.
thing.
You got to keep going. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even come on. Ryan ate the whole thing.
Oh!
You got to throw down the whole thing, Mulnix.
Mulnix, you're behind.
You got to go.
Let him show
You got to go,
up.
Mulnix.
Hot right now. It's spicy.
Yeah,
It isn't as strong as I thought it was going to be initially, but we'll see as the time goes.
it's building. The heat is.
You better throw that other one
Mulnix,
down.
you better eat the rest of that.
I feel like
He's
I'm
showing you up.
now.
I mean, Ryan
The
went
heat-
full bore.
The heat is. Oh, I can't even talk. My tongue is. It's really hot, and the heat on your tongue just builds and builds
up
and
for
builds. It's like, oh, my lips are. I can't even feel my lips.
I'm starting to sweat.
Oh yeah, I got sweat. Can you see the sweat beating up on my head?
Mulnix,
Mulnix,
are
you
you
got
gonna
a half a
finish the
chip to
chip?
finish.
Nope.
You're not gonna finish? Ryan just took the whole thing down.
Oh man.
Oh, it's hot now.
Oh yeah.
You guys are about a
boy,
minute
it's hot.
30 in.
Oh yeah. My eyes are watering. It's
Yeah, so time.
oh. I can't.
I mean, like I guess taking the whole chip in one bite would be the best way to go. It can't make it.
Whether you
It's
take
not
a
like
chip or a whole chip, it doesn't probably matter.
That's what I was gonna say. So if you try to
No.
eat it now, I mean, you don't have any taste buds
My
left.
eyes are watering. Oh,
He said, "What, Ryan?"
my eyes are watering.
All right,
Either
I'm
one.
coming out of it. I'm starting to come out
Ryan,
of it.
you can probably take your gloves off, Ryan, unless you're gonna eat another one. I've got one here if you'd like it.
Oh. Yeah,
He's
I'm
man said,
coming out.
"No, I'm good."
I'm gonna get
Andy,
rid
you
of
should probably leave your gloves on.
Yeah, you need to leave yours on, Andy. You got to eat the rest of that shit.
Yeah,
man,
you've
bro.
got more to eat.
Where'd Ryan go? Ryan
He's
Bell,
going
or
to
he
the
washed?
bathroom to wash his
I'm
hands.
done. I'm done. I can't do any more.
I thought you
Is
were
it
coming
hot?
out of it.
Oh man, my back hurts.
That's not good.
Why does your back hurt? Like
I
heart
don't know.
attack shit?
This is
Oh,
not going to be a good
heart attack.
episode.
My nose is running currently.
Oh.
Madison seems to be enjoying herself.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say.
Are you
Anybody, you can wash it down with pork brains. There's my dog. Andy, don't let my dog have that chip. Amanda, keep the dog out of Andy's office.
You don't let the dog eat the chip.
Yeah, no shit. She'd be blowing fire. She'd eat it.
I can smell the heat.
Oh,
She said she could smell the heat.
that burns my esophagus.
For sure.
We can't take it anymore.
Oh,
he's
Molex.
out at
Molex at-
16:26.
I'm out.
At 3 minutes and 13 seconds.
Three.
So
Yeah.
hot.
You got
Ryan's still going strong.
I didn't think it would be that hot.
Is it getting hotter, Ryan, or is it done?
It's excruciating hot.
Like, describe the
burned
hot.
my-
Is it like
was my
Carolina Reaper hot?
esophagus. My mouth I could tolerate, but it's the burn in my esophagus going down. It makes my back hurt. Oh.
die.
I need.
Is that like heartburn or heart attack shit?
Heartburn.
Heartburn.
Whoa. So
What you drinking?
for the listeners, a little bit of lemonade. I don't know. We don't have any milk, so okay. For the listeners, the Paqui chip is really hot.
The pocket chip.
Like
No joke, huh?
it's no joke. It is a painful. It's not even. There's no flavor. Ryan,
Yeah.
would you agree? There's not even any flavor. It's just
No, it's like cardboard with like powder on it, basically.
yeah. It's a chemical burn. That's what it is. It's a chemical burn. Like you were next to like a pool supply place and you fell in the puddle of chlorine tablets or something.
It sounds delightful.
So like,
Oh,
we know how excruciating the going in is. Are there any reports on what the coming out's like from anybody online about the chip challenge the day after?
Uh-oh. Is Ryan getting ready to end it?
Is he getting ready to tap? He did, he wants to. I don't blame him at all. Oh,
Ryan, how's it going?
I don't know how to describe it, honestly. It's so hot. It's so hot. It seems like you breathe in, the hotter it gets too.
The deeper you breathe in,
Yeah.
is it
Like,
getting?
it hurts to talk.
There goes Mullen.
He's hurt.
What did he come out? Get himself some freaking fish or some other raw shit to eat?
I'm gonna open a can of tuna. Maybe the olive oil will like quench the heat.
Oh yeah.
I think Ryan's doing all right. Ryan, lean forward. Are you crying?
A little bit.
You
No,
got some
it's a
tears
little
coming
bit.
out. That's good. Your face is red.
Yeah.
Oh,
It appears to be pretty hot.
It's in my gut now. I can feel it in my gut.
yeah,
But you really need one more person to do it so you can confirm. So go ahead. Andy.
burning in the mouth isn't so bad.
Oh,
Done.
he just ended.
He ended.
Yeah, the
But he
burning in the
made
mouth isn't so bad.
1917, which put him at
It's the stomach.
Right at
6
6
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
Did he last?
So he made it 6 minutes. So here's the thing: is that gonna like?
Or did they bring him?
Does the water help, Andy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It kind of does for your throat and the stomach.
Is my wife going to get milk?
Damn right she is.
Oh, she's such a little
Mama.
cop-out.
Oh, mama got to take care of the babies.
Andy is talking about somebody being a cop out.
Yeah.
Did he just say that out loud? Yes, that was out loud. That wasn't in your head. That was out loud.
Yo, yeah. See, so the thing is everybody thought that I was going to do this, and everybody was wrong, which I could have confirmed before the bet went up. What happened to Ray? He's just stuck all happy. Yeah, Ray is just full of smiles right now. He's so excited to see. Oh, there he's coming back.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
Okay.
can you hear us now, Ray? Ray,
Yes.
can you hear us?
Okay.
You were stuck with this
Yes.
awesome grin. Yeah, we
I
gotta try to get
imagine,
into
'cause as soon as it went out, I went.
Oh, he just keeps getting stuck in different positions.
Yeah.
She didn't bring you no milk, Andy.
Yeah. What's this?
Story of my life.
Brian, does standing up help? Because it certainly hurts the podcast.
I'm stuck. My skin is so bad right now.
Oh, by the way, if anybody has to
amazing.
miss work tomorrow, it'll be unpaid. Oh, he got milk too.
Might be worse
Oh,
at this point.
It's a good thing I can't go home and eat cereal because I'm out of milk.
questions I always get asked. Are they good? Nope.
Nope.
Are they hot?
Yep.
I believe Molnick spends more time on TikTok than any of us except Amanda now.
But you knew the reference, though, didn't you?
Oh, for sure.
For
Actually,
sure.
because I
So-
skipped that one. They keep
So,
coming up and I hate that one. I'm like, the song sucks.
So
Hey,
Madison
the
hung
milk
out long
actually
enough to Madison hung out long enough to watch y'all eat a chip, and then she gone.
She's gone.
You know,
She gone.
actually the milk helps a ton.
Ryan's,
No, he looks different.
Ryan's starting the pace.
Ryan's like, I don't have to go to the gym tonight. I'm going to get an ab workout, throw it up, heat.
Oh. All right, for those of you listening, the Paqui chip is hot. I mean, I don't even know how anybody, even if you're accustomed to eating hot food. I mean, I do. I eat a lot of hot food, and even if you're accustomed to it, this is a different kind of burn. This is just like I said, I think it's like a chemical burn.
We need to, Ryan, holler down and tell Miller I'll give him $20 to eat one of these.
I have an extra one. Let's see. I think we should get Miller on it. He was like, it's not hot enough.
Is that what he said?
Is that what Miller said?
Well, we
Yeah.
can all chip in. I'll give 20. I'll give 20. I mean, this podcast has essentially become this anyway.
That's all we do.
No racing. Oh, we raced this weekend.
Oh, we race this
What did you
weekend.
say,
Come on.
Ryan?
Speaking of hot chips, what about the heat that was coming out of the car?
Hang on. What,
Yeah.
Ryan, what did he say?
He wasn't down there, I don't think. I said something. I walked down the stairs. I didn't see him straight away, so I don't know.
Oh. You sneak out.
Ooh. Did the milk help, Ryan?
Yeah, but it's still so hot.
I know. My head's still just sweating. Look at it. It's dripping.
Dang.
Like
Nah, that's terrible.
the milk mitigates it for a little bit, a few seconds, then it's just immediate burn again on my lips.
Yeah, it's like nothing. I mean, I've eaten a lot of hot food in my life. It's nothing like any of it. I mean, I eat pickled jalapenos, like, put them on everything. They're just this is a different kind of heat.
This is 10 times worse than a jalapeno.
Oh, yeah.
This is Carolina Reaper, right? It's
Yeah,
scorpion pepper and Carolina Reaper mixed together.
Yeah.
Which is
Well, we got some shit that's hotter than that.
which sounds like I don't want any of it. So
Look what we got. Did you
Thanks
know?
for the milk, Amanda. Thanks for the milk.
Oh yeah, those are Skittles for the water machine.
Yes.
The soda stream.
Soda stream.
There you go.
What?
Soda stream.
Can't talk. I don't know yet.
oh
Skittles,
y'all
Skittle
hooked on
flavored.
the soda.
Okay.
I left the stream.
Yeah. Skittle flavored drink mixes for the soda stream.
Honestly, I might drink all the milk just so Andy can't have cereal later and then bitch about it tomorrow.
I won't have cereal tonight anyway.
in the morning.
Or
Wait,
tomorrow.
Cereal at night? Is cereal a nighttime thing for you?
Cereal at night-
If I eat cereal, I don't eat cereal a lot, but yeah, I love cereal before bed.
pre-bed bowl of cereal is a great play.
Do you put
Especially Ryan,
sugars
do
on?
you still have the giant bowl? We
Mhm.
give you a giant bowl?
Mhm.
They're about perfect for cereal.
Yeah, that's like a half box bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got these new, they're 50-ounce bowls. Me and him were talking one day about the fact that you can't eat cereal out of a regular cereal bowl.
Yeah.
Because that's like, my kids can eat that. So I don't want to refill it 4 times. My milk's shitty then. So we were talking about eating from Tupperware dishes, and then Amanda found us his 50-ounce bowls on Amazon, and they're amazing.
50-ounce bowls.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. They're big. They're big bowls. What's he doing?
He's drinking all the
Oh,
milk.
she
so
brought
you-
the whole gallon over.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. Andy, are you eating the rest of your chip?
I'm having a cracker.
I was like, this guy just manned up and eating the rest of it.
No, I don't think you have to worry about that.
No. All right, so we're 25 minutes into this segment. It looks like they're both going to survive at least.
Yeah.
We'll have to get an update on,
So
How
what
the
would
rest
both of you like? What would both of you like to say about the Paco or Paqui chip
Paqui.
salads? Paqui.
Well, I'm telling you, I think if you had an ulcer or you had any kind of a gastrointestinal disorder of any kind, this would probably kill you. You
Oh,
would probably,
perfect. So you want me to eat one?
What, you have ulcers?
No, I just have a lot of stomach issues.
If I eat anything that has any spice in it, I just shit myself for the next 3 days.
Yeah. Of all the people you know, I'm the guy you predicted to not have ulcers.
Yeah, I think if you had some sort of stomach problems, this would like eat a hole in your stomach because it's just too hot.
And you were talking about like even going down, right? Like you were talking about your esophagus burning.
Yeah, that was the worst part. I could handle the mouth heat. It's what about Ryan? It's the esophagus and the stomach heat that's worse, isn't it?
I might have stomach problems because my stomach hurts right now. That's
Yeah.
Poor kid ate the whole damn chip. He's over here dying.
I ate half of mine.
What did you just say?
Yeah. What?
Did Andy just do a nibble? I didn't even see how much he ate.
I did half a chip. I bit it in half.
I just did the whole thing because I broke it in half and I saw in Hot Ones that's how he did. So I thought that was the play. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how long it lasts. Even Andy, are you having much heat anymore then, or no? Yours is gone.
I can still feel it in my stomach and my chest.
I can feel my chest. That's never good.
Ryan, are you ready to go to the gym?
Yep.
Is that what you're going to go do is work out now after you eat that?
Yeah, I'm gonna breathe fire.
Yeah, just be careful because if you go to lift something, that's going to take anything you've eaten the last couple of days and probably stir it up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
You might be looking for a new gym.
Tomorrow when you take your 9 o'clock deuce, you're gonna go, oh.
Yeah, suck.
My point is if he makes it. If this crumples his stomach up enough, he goes to do a squat or something, there's a good chance he's going to find a new gym to lift at here coming up.
Chest day today. We're good. It's chest day.
Chest day.
We're good.
Yeah,
Just be careful arching your back on benches.
Yeah, true. Yeah, good
exactly right. That's more compression for it.
Yeah.
point. Good point. Might be a light day.
Yeah.
It'll be a rep day.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly right.
Volume
Look at how many times that guy can bench the bar. I ain't taking no chances today.
Just burn it down.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So for those of you wanting to take the Paqui challenge, I highly recommend it. You got to do everything once. I mean, hey, it's, I know you're out there listening and watching right now and going, I'm a tough guy. It's not that hot.
I believe that because that's what I'm thinking too. I wonder if I could have done it. I'm not going to find out.
Well, you got one in front of you.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Why not?
You're sitting there wondering if you could have done it. Or step up. Step up.
Yeah, I'm not. I see. Here's the thing about it is like a lot of times if you wonder whether or not you'd have won the lottery, end result is you save $2 by not playing. Right? So
But this is coming from the guy whose boat is named No More Bets, and it's not because he doesn't want to bet anymore. That's what the roulette guy says at the end. No more bets.
Yeah,
That's
no more
why
bets.
that's there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But this doesn't have anything to do with a bet.
Taking chances.
What's the
And,
real reason you didn't eat the chip, Andy? Come on now. Is it because you have stomach problems?
No, I ain't chip because I know they're hot. Why? Like one of the things you'll find out with me is that I love to gamble and I love challenges, but I don't take a challenge that I can't have a possibility of winning. Like the win of this challenge is the enjoyment. Like Ryan's face right now. That's the best outcome I could have of this. The win of this is that if I put myself through misery longer than either of you, I can tell the 13 listeners I did it.
Oh.
Now, if there was like, let's do it again and say winner gets $500 for waiting the longest, count me in. I'll do dumb shit for money. Right? Like if you could tell us we'd have 1,000 listeners if I ate a chip, I'd eat a chip. But just to do it, I'd rather have this be Andy Molnick's segment. I can just laugh about it. Get someone else in.
So we need 1,000 likes on the YouTube channel to get you eat a chip next week.
Oh, sure. You get 1,000 likes by the end of August, and I'll eat the damn chip.
All right. Everybody tell your friends, your
Go ahead.
family, You heard it here live.
Shit. I'm putting a job in Asana for Sadie tomorrow.
Yeah, we need
That's
to.
fine. What's she gonna run ad money with my money? That
Are
ain't
you,
happening.
are you
I'll call her
likes
your
on
man.
this video or subscriptions to the channel? I mean, we need to clarify.
Likes on the video.
Yeah, likes on the video.
I don't give a shit if it's likes on the video or subscriptions to the channel or either.
Okay, so you would eat a chip if we got 1,000 likes
Oh,
on that
hell yeah.
video.
Zero questions about it.
All right, Ryan.
So, but no, hang on. It's
Madison.
a bet, right?
What?
It's a bet, right?
Yeah.
So the neat thing about bets is there's always two sides. So if I'm going to eat the shit when it gets to 1,000, what are y'all going to do if we don't? That's what I'd like to know.
They already ate their chip.
Going to work in the morning.
You're coming to work in the morning, you get a reward for that. That's not a bet. Like, well, here, we can make that a bet. Don't come to work tomorrow and see if you get paid. Now it's a bet. Right? Like, this is perfect. That's how everything works.
Yeah, I mean it's easy. It's a bet. We get to
So,
1,000.
Ray, if we
Hold
get
on,
to
no, hold on a minute.
1,000
Wait. We get to 1,000. You eat the chip, right?
Yep.
We don't get to 1,000. You don't get the chip. We don't get what we want, and that's the bet.
But then let's make it a bet, Ray. If we
That
get
was
to
the bet.
1,000, I'll eat the chip. If we don't get to 1,000, you eat the chip.
That we don't have any around here.
I can mail this sumbitch overnight tomorrow. Andy's got one in his office, and I got one right here.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
can
bought
I-
an extra.
Can I give you the account of somebody to overnight it? And yeah, you can go ahead. It'll never show up.
Yeah, I'll pay for it out of my pocket. I'll just pay for it right now. Ain't no question of that.
Oh,
So, yeah,
man,
don't you worry.
All right.
So, Ray, do we have a bet?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want you eating the chip. I mean, you
Yeah,
did
I-
that fucking
like,
surgery
I was-
like 7 months
like,
ago.
all jokes aside, and not for a cop out, I'd be a little concerned eating it.
Yeah,
if
I
y'all
would be too.
like the esophagus stuff. You're talking about the esophagus and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
because if I get
All right,
heartburn,
So then, if we get
if I get heartburn
don't
from
hit
going to
1,000.
the Mexican place right now, I think I'm having a heart attack. So I'd prefer not to.
Andy, so if we don't get to 1,000, are you willing to eat more pork brains?
Absolutely not.
Ryan,
no chance. $5,000 and I'll eat a whole can of them.
Nope.
You know what?
without
I
puking,
don't even know if you laid $5,000 on the desk right now. I don't even think I could do it. I
I
could.
bet you could.
I bet I couldn't.
without
Bet you
puking.
could.
Yeah, I'd get sick. Oh, I can
yeah,
eat
but I
them.
don't care. I'm fine with it. How long do I have to keep them down before I throw up?
Oh, I don't know.
Challenge me. Bring $5,000 down here. I'll drink some bitch and milk out of them. Listen, the difference between me and everybody else, I know I'm a whore. It's just about negotiating price. That's what it comes down to. That's it. Everybody in the world's a whore. It just comes down to finding the price. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
There ain't
like
nothing-
last
there ain't
weekend,
nothing
we
about it.
had
I'm just-
$20 in a 6-pack. I mean, that's easy.
That's what I'm saying is it comes down to price. We know Ryan's price is $5,000. I'd do it for $5,000. Hell yeah. I bet Ryan probably do it for under $1,000.
Can I cook them?
I don't think so.
No, you got to eat them raw out of the can like I tried to.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
That's nasty.
I don't think. I mean, I think I could if I
For
could.
$5,000?
No, I'm saying I'd try it. I just think I'd throw up immediately after putting them in my mouth.
Oh yeah, but that's fine. If he'd have thrown up, it would have made an even better podcast.
So you paid me $5,000 to stick something in my mouth just to throw up.
You chew it, and if you throw up while you're chewing it, sure. I wouldn't pay you $5,000. I'm still taking the offer. Look, I'm not the one writing the checks here. I'm saying I would also take. It's like the thing going around, like, would you be gay for a day for $1 billion? That's a stupid thing I see on TikTok all the time. I'm like, yeah, sign me up. Anywhere, like whatever needs to be done. I could go. I'd do anything. You ask me, I'll walk around on my hands and knees. I'll do anything you want me to do.
Are you talking for a day or for one like?
It's a TikTok thing that always shows up. They just say, "Would you be gay for a day for $1 billion?"
For a day for $1
That's a big
billion
joke.
bucks.
And then it's a bunch of guys going and like putting on their wives' dresses and coming
Yeah,
running
going
out.
out,
Like
running
that.
around,
Yeah, it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Anybody offer me money for anything, I'll give you a yes or no answer, or I'll negotiate. That's it. Ryan's choking his way through my mouth.
Head cheese.
Uh,
I think
Ryan, how is
I'm
it?
trying to locate some head cheese.
I feel like it's like stuck to my tongue, and I can still feel it in my stomach, like just right in the middle of my stomach. And if you had any esophagus or stomach issues, you'd really be hurting. I feel like trying to get that shit down. It's brutal. It's finally starting to go away, but I'm through 2.5 cups of milk now. So, I mean, that's where we're at.
I was thinking, Ray, that I think what could make this podcast really get back to the listener levels is if these two come on and eat shit and me and you drink and talk about it.
We can do it. I'm game.
Like, that's what I will say that I miss about the old podcast was this. Just so you guys know, this podcast started so we had an excuse to get drunk on Tuesdays and talk about racing.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Nope. He's
All
like,
right.
Why not, Mikey?
That's the guy who eats scorpion peppers and shit from like Buffalo Wild Wings for fun.
Well, what's he scared of then?
I don't know that he's scared. I think just he says they're not hot.
No, he says, they ain't hot. All right. But no, they're hot.
Well, ask them if they're not hot.
Yep. You know what? Like I said, I could tolerate the mouth burn, but it was the esophagus and stomach that's the bad.
yeah, there were points too when I was sitting here, it would like kind of go away and then I'd breathe in or I'd go to talk and it'd just make it 50 times worse. I kept trying to find a nice balance where if I like at a certain breathing pace or whatever, if maybe it wouldn't expedite the burn, but it just
it took my breath away like right away when I was chewing it.
So that's like the Blazing Challenge at Buffalo Wild Wings. You can get the first 3 boneless or bone-in, whatever, boneless. You can get the first 3 wings down before you have to take a big breath. And then it just gets shitty from there.
What's the time on that Blazing Challenge? Like, what do you have to hit or get below or whatever?
I can't even remember. I have to go see. What is it? 10 wings in 6 minutes?
Is it
3 minutes?
That's all.
I don't know. I'd have to
That's
look it up
pretty
and see.
quick.
It's been a long time since I've done it, but I can't. I haven't actually done the challenge. I've had people do the challenge. I've eaten the wings just to see. And generally, like when you eat the first one, you're like, wow, it's got a little flavor. It's not bad. You eat the second one, you're like, oh, it's getting pretty warm. The third one, when you go to put that in your mouth, you're like, oh, shit, this is a really bad idea. And that's ghost pepper. Carolina Reaper. We did, with the company we used to work with, we did seasonings for crackers that I still have a bunch of. And I wanted to do this challenge. This when Paqui challenge stuff came out. So we had like ghost pepper seasoning and stuff like that. You can put it on your popcorn, put it on potato chips, peanuts, all of that stuff. You could do whatever, and it made it really, really good. And so we were doing different ones, and we had Carolina Reaper ones that we tried, and I did not much care for. I like the ghost pepper stuff. Carolina Reaper, which is this, I didn't like at all.
I know I mentioned before, I've got a buddy who owns a pizza shop at home, Tipsy Tomato, does artesian, wood-fired brick oven stuff. But he'll do a Reaper challenge, and they'll do a pizza, 8 slices, and he puts Carolina Reaper peppers on one of them, like at the table, and you don't know which one it is. Yeah.
So they do the jalapeno poppers in Vegas. There's a couple different restaurants that do jalapeno poppers, and then they'll put like one as a ghost pepper. And so everybody just takes one and you eat it, and it's almost every time we go there, I end up in that stupid ass ghost pepper, and you're like, don't need to give me anything for dinner now because A, I'm gonna throw up later, and B, I can't taste it anyway.
Yeah,
I don't mind ghost pepper. Actually, there's certain things I like that type of heat on, but when it's just straight heat.
Well, that's my thing. Like you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and you got that one guy that always order the hottest shit in the restaurant, and it's like it has no flavor. Like, what's the point at that? At that point, what's the point?
But see, I eat dry rub for Buffalo Wild Wings, and I think Desert Heat's the best. Like, I
love
Desert
it.
Heat.
Oh, I love it. Desert Heat's great.
Ryan, you leaving to go?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take off.
All right, have fun.
All right, Ryan. We appreciate it, man.
Thanks. We'll find something else stupid for you to eat.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, man.
That's what's fun about podcasts. You can just come and go as you please. What's that, Molnix?
Next week, I'll try to locate some head cheese. You would like it, Andy.
You'd like it. Make sure you get some saltines, a little vinegar.
Yeah. I put like Tabasco on it on some saltines.
No.
Yeah.
So are we going to talk about the Kyle Weatherman car on fire Ricky Bobby incident? Or not?
I guess we are now.
Sounds like it.
So no, it was good to have NASCAR back this weekend.
I didn't get to watch racing, but it was damn good to have racing back on.
I got to watch the pieces of the Xfinity race. I missed the ending of it. We had some guests coming over to my mother-in-law's, and so I missed it. And then yesterday we had people coming over all day, so I got bits and pieces of it. But from what I saw, of course, Ty Gibbs again, just drives up through the field and just shows them boys what road course racing is about. I mean, that guy, man. I mean, he's unbelievable. I mean, it's not just the road courses. Any track he's been on, he's been in the top 5. He's how many races? 8 races so far this year.
No,
I think it's 8 races, and he hadn't finished outside the top 5 but once, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just know he's been killing it. And next year he's going to be in 20 car.
2 wins and 2 wins, and that's a partial schedule he's running. Yeah.
Half the races, and he's still like 12th or 13th, I think, in points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah,
he's pretty good.
So yeah,
and he wins at like every other race in ARCA.
Oh yeah,
I think he's only had like a couple losses. I guess it's better than every other. But that's Ty Gibbs. He's good. I mean, that's all there is to it. But he'll be in 20 car. I'm assuming he'll be in 20 car next year with Harrison.
I would assume.
Cup. So
yeah. I don't see nobody else going anywhere. I mean, they could run the 50. He could run the 54 full time, but that's always their kind of jump in call for the Cup guys.
I don't know who else they're bringing in, but it'll be good for him. So, and then we had the Runnings car. Runnings car looked good, was running well. I didn't. Good. Ray, you got to talk more about it because I unfortunately was working a trade show this weekend in Wisconsin at Deer Fest.
Yeah,
and so I tried to watch some from the phone, but I didn't get to listen to the radio or anything. So Ray and Amanda were updating me.
Yeah. So I started listening to it, and it was, of course, delayed for 30 minutes because of lightning strike in the area. So I was listening to it, and they said roll off, and I heard Kyle come across the radio going, it won't start. And I'm like, oh, crap. So evidently he stalled it or something. I don't know. It fired up, and either he stalled it trying to take off, or it fired up and immediately went back off. But it was a good little while. Like, I was thinking he was going to miss the start of the race before he actually got it fired up and going. The crew went ahead and, they got kind of all the electrical things that they could switch out quickly to see, like batteries and different stuff like that, right there. So if something happened, he could come on in, but nothing ever happened. And then through the race, I think he started 22nd, jumped up to, I think it was 17th, 16th, 17th pretty early, and was kind of doing pretty good. And then he came over the radio and said that he had, when like on that long stretch at Watkins Glen, he was starting to stumble at the end of it. He said like it was running out of gas is what it felt like. But crew chief, of course, he did his diagnostics from the top and all that kind of stuff. And he figured, he's like, it's got to be something in the carburetor, he thought. With the float or something, just there's not enough fuel in the bowl, and by the time it gets, they went through all that. So then, unfortunately, he good rest of the race, but had mentioned a couple of times that the gauges were kind of flashing in and out a little bit on him. And then, of course, I got off the radio. We had people here, so I didn't hear when everything went down. But from what I gathered, talking to the team and Kyle, when he was coming around, and all of a sudden there was like a big spark and a bunch of smoke, and smoke kind of filled the cockpit of the car, and he couldn't tell if something was on fire or what the deal was. He just thought it'd be best to get out of the car. But of course, it's become pretty funny on Fox Sports and TikTok. I mean, Fox Sports did a good job of mirroring the Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights. Soundtrack to it, so it's making its rounds.
Yeah, they've made some pretty bad stuff with it. And I hate that for Kyle, and I know there's people that are going to have different opinions and stuff on it. I've seen the replay. I haven't talked to Kyle, so I don't know any of the stuff. I just know here's what it comes down to is I don't know if the car was on fire, I don't know any of that. I don't know what caused it, but if you're in a race car and you're strapped in and everything is on fire, or you think it's on fire, it's just like anything else. You know, you're going to convince yourself one way or another of what's going on. And if you're, you know, I don't know if Kyle was smelling smoke for a few minutes before that. Who knows? But if he'd done 5 laps, which doesn't seem like that much until you realize it's a 3-mile course. You know, if he drove 15 miles where it was smoking like crazy, and he could smell smoke, and then he sees a flash, and thinks, "Holy crap, the front of this car is on fire." You know what you do? You get out of the car.
That's right.
You know,
Yep.
Think about how long does it take him to get unharnessed, get out of there, pull the wheel off. I mean, they pull the wheel off, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So how long? I mean, if that thing were to combust and go up, you got a lot of buckles and straps and stuff to negotiate.
And 99% of all drivers' worst fear, you talk to any of them, is getting burnt in a car. And they don't. You talk about a driver about crashing. He's like, I ain't worried about hitting the wall. I ain't worried about hitting another car. I'm worried about fire.
Yep.
He's like that. That's what 99% of the drivers are worried about. So that's the first thing in their head, man. You see smoke. I mean, the car smoking on me, I'm getting out of it. It doesn't take it that quick for it to fire up. So.
And I think, and how many times do you go through simulators or practice or anything where you get try to get out of a car that's on fire or smoking? And that's the thing behind it is that, like, for me, and I've had some conversations with other people on this, and the reality is, like, I'm terrified of snakes. Yeah. Like, y'all think Kyle got out of that car fast? Throw a snake in that sumbitch, put me behind the wheel, and let him show up halfway through the race. The difference between me and Kyle is Kyle came to a stop. I'd have folded that bitch up in a wall getting out of it, right? Like, that way, the only process that had gone through my mind is if I smash this bitch in the wall, the safety crew will be coming faster than if they're just wondering why I'm getting out of the car, and I'd have folded it up. But, he stopped on the track, which, I'm back and forth on that. I mean, did Kyle stop on the track because mentally he was trying to stay closer to something? Did he not want anything to happen to the car more? Like, I don't know why he stopped on the track, but I know that is a very dangerous thing for NASCAR to park and get out on a green track. So that part was quite scary from what I've seen and heard. I know there was only one wrecked car a ways behind him, but you don't ever want to get out. And that's the thing for me, for anybody who wants to laugh or, say that it was the Ricky Bobby thing and stuff like that. It's funny. I get that, but there was definitely fear for Kyle to get out of that car on a racetrack like that. I mean, it's just, and again, I don't know. And it is what it is. I hate it. I guess my thing for anything is NASCAR on Fox. They did it to the Ricky Bobby thing, and it's good. And I can appreciate a good joke, and that's funny. The downfall is the next time there's a driver who has trouble, is he going to think about are they thinking about getting out of the car, or do they push it a little bit further to take the chance? Because I'll tell you, Ray, me and you were both there at the ARCA race in Talladega where a kid got burned up really, really bad. Yep. And did they life flight him out? Yeah. I mean, to where, they put a kid on a stretcher, and flew him out of the Talladega racetrack to get him over to the hospital faster. And I can't remember if that kid's back racing now or not, but he had a lot of bad burns. Yeah,
I don't know. He ingested some. I mean, he inhaled the flame, kind of burned him up in his lungs. Yeah.
And he was in a wreck, so it's a little bit different. He didn't have an opportunity to get out of the car. But it's just, I guess for me, that's the only thing I say to it is that I hope this isn't a situation that comes back to haunt somebody of, where somebody's scared to take a chance of getting out of the car because they don't want to be made fun of.
I don't think so, man. I think at that point you're worried about your own personal well-being, not what somebody's thinking about you.
Yeah, and I agree.
And I don't know, like you said, we don't know that.
But I guess the question is that, if there's fire, right? Like, what do they always say? If there's smoke, there's
fire. Yeah.
So
that's what I told somebody today. We were talking about it. I was like, well, guess what? There was smoke. Guess what else there was? Even if it was just a little poof, it was still a fire at some point.
Well, what I've heard is one of the main switches, the whole back of it burned out. So it burned the switch, which would have created a large fire, like there'd have been a big flash of fire.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was a spark. I think there was 6, 8, 10-inch flames that came up in the car.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Yeah.
There would have, like, I haven't talked to Kyle. I've heard some stuff from the team that there was flames that came up, but it extinguishes out or it burns out, or I don't know. And they used it as an opportunity to talk to Kyle about, different things that can happen during that situation and what he could have done differently and stuff like that. Mainly protection for him too. I mean, the team's pretty concerned when a driver gets out on a racetrack.
Yeah.
And same thing if you don't smell fuel burning. But again, I'll say this. I have zero fault for Kyle. If I'd have been in the passenger seat, I'd have been screaming, "Stop this mother now and let me out of the car." Y'all that heard me like, what's her name? I can't think of the actress's name. You'd heard me yelling, "Let me out of the car, Cole! Let me out of the car!" What's her name? She's the
Nicole
doctor in Days
Kidman.
of Thunder. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman. Yeah.
Molnix, have you seen Days of Thunder?
Oh yeah.
Let me out of the car, Cole. Let me out of the car.
Let me out of the car, Cole. Let me out of the car.
Let me out of the car, Cole.
I try to recreate the drafting scene every time I get a chance, but like Molly's knocked my hand off. My cousin Eric, he knocked my hand off. I mean, it's just weird.
I ain't got no sweet and low.
Does it work with Splenda?
But yeah, I mean, really unfortunate situation. Did not help us point wise or anything that's going on with the team right now. But we're through it. Now it's on to Indy to qualify. Yep. We need to go qualify. We need to qualify.
Yes, we do.
But our cars have been fast. I mean, we were running 15th, 17th. I had a text message that we were up to 15th. I mean, we were driving through, and that's good. I mean, for this team, running 15th is an okay thing. It's a really good thing.
Yeah.
So the speed's there. We just need to go show it at Indy and practice, just practice qualifying.
Yeah.
We got to make the race. Step 1, make the race. Step 2, finish the race. Step 3, finish the race in good position. But if we don't make step 1, step 3 don't matter.
No.
And that's what I hope happens this week. I hope we have some good stuff, especially because I'm planning on probably being there. I think I'm going to go over.
I would. I mean, just if it was that short. How long is the drive is it for you? I looked. I mean, it's like 14 for me. It ain't worth it.
It's like 7-ish for me.
Oh, ain't too bad then.
No.
Yeah. So you didn't even get a chance to see the Cup race either, did you?
No, I got to listen to the last 7 laps.
Yeah.
But it sounded to me, from what I heard, like it was a Hendrick dominated race.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Bale and Bale I know is not a Hendrick's car, but Bale and Elliott, they ended up having to start in the back because of something to do with their rear window spacers or something. I don't know.
Okay.
They had to drive start in the back, but they drove up through the field like it was nothing. And then, of course, those closing laps in there when it was Truex was leading the race. Of course, Larson and Bell got together, spun Bell. Larson got out of the car apologizing for it, and he said, "Well, my nose was there, but it wasn't there enough. I shouldn't have pushed it there, and this, that, the other." But going into the corner, they were door to door from the view I saw it.
Really?
So I didn't see any problem with it. Now, Larson did say, he said, I lost my front end a little bit. So now if he went in that deep and washed up, then I get it. But I couldn't tell from the angle I saw it. But yeah, so Larson, and then of course Larson marches off again. Now Elliott was chasing Larson down. He was eating into his lead. Now, again, how much of that is Larson backing the corners up a little bit more? You're out on 3 seconds. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Well, and road course again this week, though. So pretty much going to be Kyle Larson or Chase Elliott this weekend.
So Cindric's running Indy this, but I don't think he would do. But he's got a good chance. This is the last Cup race Cindric will be running this year.
He'll be running all of them next year.
Yeah, be running them all of them next year. Who won? Let's see. Who won the Indy race last year?
They didn't.
Oh, well, that's right. It wasn't on the road. Xfinity was, but the Cup wasn't. Yep.
Yeah, Cup still ran Brickyard.
Yeah, because did Cindric or Briscoe win that race? No, it was Cindric and Allmendinger. Allmendinger won that race. I
just remember Jeb's power steering went out.
Yeah.
So
have you guys seen Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's a really good
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Pretty true for everything racing.
Educated, huh, Andy?
Yeah. Borrow, steal, and ye who has most money.
Ye who steals the most money wins.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's just it. That's what it comes down to. Is it's those guys, they all look for what they can do, who they can borrow from, and I mean from teams, and they're all called.
Did Andy just lock up?
Okay, I was hoping that wasn't me, but yeah, Andy's locked up.
Yeah.
And see, that's what he gets for making fun of my face. Did you see the face he locked up with?
Yeah, he was totally
No,
locked
I
up
didn't
in
see. You guys completely were gone.
So no, you locked up, and it was like this.
Yeah, he had an O face on.
Yeah, you had an O face on. Yeah,
I was excited about something like
Yeah.
blow up doll.
we're gonna make that like a pin the tail on the donkey, but it'd be like pin the dicks on the Andy or something like that.
Sounds like less than fun of a game.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a picturing. It hurt my feelings.
Yeah, not it.
As long as you guys are willing to pay me, I'll sign the damn picture if you want. Oh, see, now Ray's froze up with that face.
Am I
Oh, there
froze?
you
I'm
go.
not froze.
You were for just a second.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. So it'll be interesting, but I can do some. Hopefully next week I'll have some live reporting because I'm planning on going up to the race for. I'll go down to the pits at least on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that'd be a good time. Indy, I've been to Indy before. I've never been to Indy to a race. I was in Indianapolis for a trade show one time, and we went and did the tour. Man, if you like, the museum's really cool and all, but you're just gonna go up for the day. You won't have time for all that. But
Yeah, I'm not gonna go up for a big long tour thing. I'm just gonna go up and get that done, and
yeah,
you
gonna come back the same day or spend the night and come back, or
probably go up Friday night, and then like if I'm just in the. If I have tickets, I'll stay Friday night, Saturday night up.
Yeah.
If I have tickets, I'll go to the race. I'll drive home on Sunday after that race. But if I'm just going up for Xfinity, then I'll drive home Saturday night after that race. Might as well. I mean, get home at 1 or 2 in the morning. But, because if I'm in the pits, I can't drink. So if I'm in a suite, I'll drink.
Yeah.
If I'm just going to the pits, I'm not going to.
Go ahead and get your reservations for St. Elmo's.
No.
Yes.
Been there. Their mushrooms are really good. I've eaten some St. Elmo's a couple times. But if I'm going by myself, I'm not going to go eat a $35 steak.
Well, that's true.
I'll eat like Burger King onion rings or some shit.
Dude, their shrimp cocktail. Oh my god.
Their shrimp cocktail is really good.
It is really good.
If you eat too much of that, it'll burn you up. I ate a big spoonful of that on a bet one time. See, I got paid to do that. That'll burn you for like 2 days.
That stuff's
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get too much. You get just a little bit too much on your shrimp when you dip, and it'll clear your sinuses out for 2 weeks. Yep. I ate a spoonful of that.
Yeah, that's not smart.
Nope.
My brother-in-law makes horseradish every year, cans it, and he like rations it out to us. And I've got like 4 jars of it at home. It is the best horseradish, but it's almost more intense than wasabi. You take it, and it's just. You gotta cringe for a little bit until the wave passes.
It cleans you up.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing horseradish.
See, I can't do horseradish with it's got to be mixed in with other stuff. I can't just do straight horseradish, and I don't like wasabi. Can't do wasabi.
I love
you
wasabi.
Like sushi and wasabi, don't you?
I like sushi. I don't like wasabi.
So you just take the wasabi and you just take a little piece of it, mix it up in your
I know this.
Yeah, I love it. I can't if I can't have wasabi with sushi, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like, no problem, take it off. I have no.
How come I can't think of the soy sauce?
Soy sauce, yeah. You mix it in the soy sauce.
Soy sauce is amazing. I mean, think about it. Liquid salt. How could you ever find anything better than that?
Low sodium liquid salt.
Low sodium. Yeah, you don't have to get low sodium liquid salt.
You don't have to, but I highly encourage it.
Spray butter.
It's kind of interesting how they make soy sauce. It's like old fermented liquid salt. They leave it sit in barrels and let it rot for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's some high dollar soy sauce that's like because it's been aged for 20 years or whatever. Yeah. Yep. It's just like anything, man. Somebody that can look at you and go, "Hey, I've got this bottle." Like, who was the first guy that found like a barrel of whiskey that was 50 years old and was like, "Oh, it's going to taste much better because it's been here longer."
Yes, somebody had that idea, and I don't know if that guy was thinking, but it works.
Yeah, it works. So anyway,
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, I got to get off of here. I got to go
Yeah, go get your stuff
conduct the
done.
businesses.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, buddy Ray.
Yeah,
We'll
man.
talk in the morning. Enjoy, everybody. Have a good day.
Yeah, man.